guys, so this morning I'm going to take the black semi over to our house and work on getting the combine out and brought back to the farm. Not sure if we're going to change concaves in it first or if I'm going to pressure wash it first. Either way, it will get pressure washed before wheat harvest here. So while I'm doing that, Dad is going to go ahead and get the sprayer moved out of the way and run down to a field and take a look if he needs to do any post spraying on that. And we also have to work on getting returns ready, pallets and pro boxes for return for tomorrow for Pioneer. We got to look and see if we have enough pallets here. If not, we got to run down to a customer's and pick up some pallets. Long time no see, old friend. Look at that! Raccoon just came out of the feeder house. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, after about 5 hours and 2 tanks of gas for the pressure washer, she's clean. Not gonna wax it, but all we got to do now is change the concaves, change a couple of belts, have John Deere come out and look at the tailing sensor and a couple other things we want them to take a look at that we ourselves cannot do. But even though it's not waxed, you can't beat that green and yellow shine. Man, does that look nice, even just pressure washed. If it was waxed, it would look even better, but not gonna take the time to wax it now just for 40 acres of wheat and 50 acres of rye, but maybe after I pressure wash it after wheat harvest and rye harvest, I'll see about waxing it, but man, does that look good. So this morning we had a Pioneer meeting with our Pioneer boss, and we had some other stuff we needed to take care of, but I was working on changing a couple of belts on the combine here, and Dad ran over to our house because actually we had the belts laying over at our house in the shed over there, and we're actually going to go ahead and pump the last of the 28 out this afternoon and out of the tank over there at our house, just to get an idea of how much total 28 we have left, and go ahead and, depending on how much we have left, take that over to the 40 on the corner or over to Shins and start up one of the irrigators and start fertigating out the last of the 28, and then call Co-Alliance up and get some 2004 coming, because one, it's getting dry and we're going to start needing some irrigators turned back on here, and two, it's getting about that time where we're going to have to start doing some 2004 applications. Well, if we're going to fertigate, we're going to need this injection nozzle. Forgot that it was still down here on the 40 on the corner, so didn't need that over on shins. That way we can get one of those pivots started today. Oh, that's hot. From here to there, so 6 hours. 50. Pump setting 50%. So Dad's gonna go back to the farm with the van trailer, and I'm gonna meet him there, and we're gonna go down to Stark County and get that pivot moved, so later we can take the van trailer down there and pump all the fertilizer 28 that we need in that tank down there. And like I said, whatever we have left, we're just going to pump on that 40 on the corner and figure accordingly based on how many gallons total we have there, and set our rate based on the gallons. And so we have this set at 1/4 of an inch, so 24-hour revolution, 12-hour half circle, so 6 hours from where it sets there in the middle of that field, and it's going to walk from the middle up to the stop, because that's all we have in corn on that field. The rest of that field is all tomatoes. If you were watching earlier in the videos, you guys would know that. We have the pump set at 15 gallon per acre, so that's at a pump setting for that field at 75 gallon per hour. So in about 3 hours it should use about 225 gallons. And so this will get done around 10:30 tonight, because like I said, it takes about 6 hours. And I'll come down here tonight, get it switched, and tomorrow morning we'll end up getting the field on Stark County started. Oh, what do we have here? We'll talk about that in a future video. I just helped Dad load up. He's gonna go spray some manganese and some foliar. Both of these products our agronomist and our fertilizer guy wants us to try. Premier Manganese and Premier Foliar, and he wanted that together. We actually did a load of foliar without, and I think that was about 20 acres, I believe. And Dad said there's a visual difference over there on Marx's in those drilled beans where he put the foliar on and where he didn't apply the foliar. So later I want to try and get over there before the sun goes down, because he put that on a few days ago, and I want to see if there's still a visual difference there and get some pictures of that and send that to our agronomist. And I'm going to take both of these jugs. One is Premier Boron and the other is Premier Manganese. I'm pretty certain the boron goes in with side dress, and I'm not totally 100% sure on the manganese yet. Neither is Dad. We got to double check with our agronomist on that, if we put that in the side dress as well, whatever we side dress on those beans. But I'm going to run those down to the tender, head down to Stark County and get that pivot walked out of the way. Shut the well off. All right, start, water off, and well, that's really the end gun. Auto reverse off. Here we go. Set this to 100%. 100%, 12 hours. So should be over there to the other end of the field in about six and a half hours, I'd say. 80-acre field down here. This is Pioneer 1213 out here. Looks absolutely awesome. This stuff is looking really good. This is a new variety for this year. Actually, we could only get PKP seed for this because this will not be out till next year. And we were lucky enough to switch out 1077 and find some PKP seed. This is supposed to kick 1197's butt, so we'll see. We'll feed it just like what we do with 1197, and who knows, maybe we'll see some crazy yields out here. But so far, this stuff is head high and looking awesome. So we'll talk corn growth stages. Basically, corn goes through a couple different cycles: the vegetative stages and the reproductive stages, hence V for vegetative and R for reproductive. So to determine what vegetative stage you are at, you determine it by the fully developed leaf collars, or the leaf collar method. So looking at this plant right here, the very bottom leaf that you would have right here is actually gone. So I always count an extra one right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we're looking for, these collars right here. So 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at V9 right now. This would be the next fully developed leaf. And once this fully develops, it will produce a collar like this. And then this will be considered V10 corn. But for now, this is currently at V9 roughly. Well, currently 10:30. Let's see how much fertilizer is left and see if this pivot is still running. Awesome, right where it needs to be, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check here, double check my math. 1200. Yeah, about right where it needs to be. That'll work. All right, so switch it back, GPS, change it to new rate. We want 7 tons, and we want it to stop at 1.7. There we go. Awesome. One pivot down, another one to truck tonight. Okay, setting the stop on this one, 270. All right, 40 on the corner is good. Well guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.